The screen is utterly black for 3 seconds, silent. Then, a single, sharp sound, a choked sob, quickly cut short. The visual fades up slowly, revealing an empty, rain-streaked window. Voiceover deep, gravelly, almost a whisper. They tell you to heal, to move on, to simply forget. They see the scar and demand you erase the memory of the cut. But what if the healing isn't in the forgetting? What if the true resurrection lies in the quiet, dusty corners of the wound itself? Every broken piece, every shattered dream, every night you spent staring at the ceiling, thinking the light would never return. What if that entire desolate landscape was never a graveyard, but a hidden quarry? What if the most valuable resource you will ever possess is buried, deep and dark, inside the story of your greatest pain? Look closer. Listen. Because the thing you are running from is the very thing holding the map. This message is not for the comfortable. It's for the restless heart that knows silence is often a lie. It speaks to the person who wakes up feeling the ghost of yesterday's betrayal or failure heavy on their chest, a weight no motivational quote can lift. We live in a world obsessed with light and happiness, teaching us to discard anything that feels heavy, dark, or difficult. We treat pain like an enemy, a virus to be eradicated, when in reality it is a master sculptor. We chase fulfillment in a future we haven't earned, because we haven't yet mastered the lesson the past is desperately trying to teach us. We're going to stop running. We are going to turn around, walk back into the wreckage, and finally ask the question we've been too afraid to whisper: what are you trying to build out of me? The greatest stories are never about the effortless ascent. They are about the deep, agonizing descent into the self. Think of the moment that truly broke you, the dismissal, the abandonment, the failure that stole your belief in your own strength. In that moment, your ego screamed, your world shattered, and you were left holding only fragmented pieces of who you thought you were. That is the internal conflict, the crucible. We are taught to be ashamed of these moments. We hide the panic attacks, the silent tears in the shower, the feeling of being utterly lost while the world around us speeds past. But understand this: when you feel that kind of internal collapse, it is not weakness, it is the brutal, violent remodeling of your foundation. The pain isn't meaningless, it's intensely efficient. It systematically burns away everything that was superficial, everything that was borrowed, everything that was simply pleasing to others. When you lose that job, you find the work you were truly meant to do. When that relationship ends, you find the standard of love you deserve. When your body finally fails you, you find the humility and the strength to rebuild your life around what truly sustains you. The agony is the fire, and the fire only cleanses. It forges you. The secret is that your pain is the relentless architect tearing down a brittle structure to build something unbreakable in its place. Here is the shift, the cinematic realization. The most powerful individuals in history were not those who avoided suffering, but those who learned to harvest it. They understood the physics of emotion. You cannot create profound compassion, fierce resilience, or truly magnetic wisdom out of thin air. These traits are created only by intense, emotional pressure. Imagine the oyster. Its magnificent pearl is not a gift, it is a defensive reaction to an irritant, a piece of sand, a source of pain. The oyster surrounds the unwanted intruder with layer upon layer of a substance it creates until the irritant is transformed into something priceless, luminous, and completely unique. Your pain is the irritant. Your sleepless nights are the layers. The patience, the depth, the unwavering quiet certainty you will eventually possess, that is your pearl. This process strips away the fear of vulnerability, because once you have stared into the absolute abyss of your own sorrow and survived, you are no longer afraid of superficial judgments. You gain an emotional gravitas. Your very presence becomes a testament, a quiet declaration that says, "I have been broken, and I am still here. Therefore, my survival is proof that your breakage can be redeemed." Stop waiting for the pain to vanish before you start living. The true turning point is the moment you stop fighting the memory and start listening to its instruction. It is the moment you realize the pain you carry is not a chain to drag, but a teacher to obey. Your trauma didn't just happen to you, it happened for the future person you are becoming. It gave you the one thing ease never could: emotional calibration. You can now spot manipulation because you've lived through betrayal. You can now cherish small victories because you've known absolute defeat. You can now truly love because you know what it feels like to have your heart guarded and cold. That deep, raw empathy you have for others, that patience, that refusal to give up on someone, that is the purest harvest of your own darkest times. When you hold someone else in their deepest crisis, you are not drawing on external resources. You are dipping into the well of survival your own pain has painstakingly dug inside of you. Your past is not a weakness, it is your source code. It is the curriculum that qualified you for the life you are meant to lead, a life of profound meaning, forged in fire, built on rock. So stand up. Do not cover the scars. Look at your history not with regret, but with a fierce, quiet gratitude. Your pain was not a roadblock, it was the ultimate prerequisite. It carved out the space inside you that only meaning and purpose can fill. It did not steal your light. It taught you the devastating difference between a flickering candle and an unshakable inner sun. You were seeking gold, and your pain gave you the map to the deepest mine. You were seeking strength, and your pain became the relentless hammer that purified your will. The secret is simple, breathtaking, and terrifyingly powerful. The capacity to feel great joy is mathematically equal to your willingness to have endured great sorrow. Do not pray for an easier journey. Pray for the heart to harvest the wisdom from the hardest ground. Go, and use the magnificent, costly materials your pain has given you. Build something immortal.